Linton Leadership and Management Consulting is a veteran-owned and operated consulting company based out of Sevierville, Tennessee, with a local, national, and global reach. At Linton Leadership and Management Consulting, we provide leadership, human performance, and management consulting services, as well as coaching to companies of any size on methods to improve performance in their organizations. One-on-one coaching and mentoring is available to all individuals at any level of your organization. Additionally, large and small group seminars can be conducted. In these seminars, information on leadership tactics and techniques is shared, best practices discussed, and team building exercises are conducted, all of which serve to highlight methods on ways to increase the team's and the individual's performance. You can email the show to get the conversation started on exploring ways that we can work together to improve your team's performance. A significant discount will be offered to any Sevier County, Tennessee businesses. Welcome to the weekend update for Liberty, Leadership, and Lies with Larry Linton, coming to you from the Goat Locker Studio in Sevierville, Tennessee. For local news and events, a continuing reminder for the weekly Biblical Worldview meeting every Tuesday at 11 to 6 p.m. at the Sevierville Christian Center located at 1187 Ernest McMahon Road in Sevierville. The Constitutional Conservatives meeting that was on the 27th was well attended, but we definitely need some more patriots involved. If you have ever said to yourself about the overreach of government, but what can I do? Start going to meetings such as these. Check them out on the web at constitutionalconservativestn.org or search for their Facebook page. I will share links to both on my webpage and social media sites. At this meeting, we discuss the root cause for many of our nation's ills. And again, it starts at home. It's a lack of action or apathy by we the people. But we can change course. We can stand in the arena. You need to start by going to these meetings. Add in getting involved at school board meetings. Hold those elected officials accountable for educating and not indoctrinating our children. Then get involved in city and county government meetings. There is strength in numbers. For statewide information, it seems there is a report coming out daily about illegal aliens being flown into our state in the dead of night in many locations. The latest report is close to home for me. WVLT and WBIR, both out of Knoxville, are reporting about flights coming into Knoxville now, to McGee-Tyson. Of course, I've written the governor, and he has replied to all of my emails with generalities, as you all know. He's always given the ever-popular politician's non-answer answer. Well, a close associate of the Tennessee Liberty Network, we talked about them in an earlier episode, followed one of the many vans transporting these illegal aliens in Chattanooga. This individual forwarded to the Tennessee Liberty Network photographic evidence of U.S. Marshals escorting these people. While many might not see the harm in that, realize that all government logistics support comes from the taxes we pay. Our sweat equity is subsidizing an invasion of our southern border and relocating criminal aliens throughout the country. Because our taxes pay for the rental of the van, the purchase of the U.S. Marshal vehicles, the gas for both of them, the salary of the marshals, the salary of the escorts or the translators, the lodging and food for the illegal aliens, our tax money pays for every logistic component of resettling these illegal aliens into our communities. Because of that, unvaccinated children are being introduced into playgrounds and schools all over our state and all over our nation. I thought the government, and now businesses, are all concerned about vaccinations. Apparently only the COVID one. There's also the component of human sex trafficking involved with all of these illegal alien children coming across the border. Do you think a 13-year-old girl made the walk from Central America to our border all by herself? The walk that is encouraged by the sniffer-in-chief in his radically liberal administration? Nope, there are sick, demented perverts that transport these children over the course of those hundreds of miles. And they too are enabled and encouraged by this administration's open border policy. Our own federal government is enabling an invasion at our southern border. They are enabling these sex and human traffickers to prey upon children. And they do this to what end? Power, of course. How sick is that? And apparently, our governor is powerless to stop it. He can shut down the economy, put out mandates restricting travel, quarantine healthy people, but he cannot perform his most basic duty of protecting Tennessee citizens from this foreign invasion. On the national news front this week, I guess some Republican senators actually showed a spine by derailing the disastrous political payback scheme called the January 6th Commission. That was nothing more than an extremely partisan attempt to punish anybody that questions the legitimacy of the November 2020 election. The rules, regulations, and proposed laws that would come from such a commission would do more damage to our First Amendment rights than anything else in the history of our country. Now, there were some Republican senators that voted for the measure. They are the ones that just want to be eaten last by the alligator by currying favor with the liberal fascists that serve in Congress under the guise of the Democrat Party. I sincerely hope that voters in their states remember this during their re-election campaigns. We need strict constitutionalist senators and representatives serving in Congress. We need a convention of states to rein in the federal government. Please investigate for yourself what the Convention of States movement is about. Don't believe the myths that are put out about that movement. Those are just lies meant to derail the power to reform our federal government that the Founding Fathers gave us, the citizens and states. Check it out. Do your own investigation. Start holding our government accountable. Until next week, this has been the weekend update of Liberty, Leadership, and Lies with Larry Linton. Stand in the arena. Reveille, it's time to wake up.